For most of you, AI would be ChatGPT or Gemini or some other chatbot. Some selective people would know about Cloud, Adobe, Firefly, Grok, Llama, Gemma, Mistral, and lot more. The list is infinite. These are just models. They really don't do anything outside a browser. What if you have an agent that is really your, that is local? What if you have AISha?
Morning comes too early, hands already warm, working.
But what's the difference between AISha and all the other projects out there? There are some great projects that are my inspiration personally. Like, there's a guy who made Nova Assistant, and it is so good at controlling Windows machine.
अब मुझे डाउनलोड सेक्शन में इसे पेस्ट करके दिखाओ।
पेस्ट कर दिया बॉस, और कुछ करके दिखाऊं बॉस?
Like, if you throw anything on it, it will do it on your Windows machine. And I just personally like it. You can check out his Instagram. Then there is Norris Luke. Sorry for the pronunciation, but I will show the thumbnail here. So his project is Jarvis, and his project is so good at communication. It feels so natural. And then there is smart home integration in it, cat compatibility for making 3D models. So his project is still so good. Then there is my personal inspiration, Just Ryan. My inspiration from him is to create a natural, sarcastic, human-like assistant that I'm aiming for in AISha. What I'm doing is trying to create a very local and own agentic AI, because what I have seen in common in all of these projects, that like the Nova uses Gemini API and Jarvis also uses Gemini API for native conversation. Just Rand does not have a flow in persona memories. So I want to create a blend of all these projects, like natural conversation like Jarvis, Windows control like Nova, and humor like Just Ryan. And that's when you get AISha.
Just see the same. Every heart need kind.
So let me paint a picture in your mind. I am using Gemma 4 billion parameter model. It is a pretty cool model when it comes to computer vision, but I will tell you a short story. I got to ChatGPT, uploaded a screenshot of my desktop, and I asked him to tell me what browser I am using. And interestingly, it accurately predicted that I am using Notepad as a browser. Yeah. So a state-of-the-art model is pretty bad at recognizing UI elements, tabs, icons, and etc. whatever comes in UI. So how can I expect to magically control my Windows machine with a 4 billion parameter model? And that is just one of the problems I faced. The rabbit hole gets deeper. Windows API for transparent windows mixed with Unity renderer eats up a lot of resources. And then there is TTS, text to speech. Like, first of all, the XTTS2 was sitting on my 3 GB of VRAM. Then I stumbled to GTTS, but it was so robotic and it can't even pronounce numbers. Then I found open source TTS model, Kokoro TTS, but it has its own limitation, like phonic problem, and it is not as human as 11 lab, but it is local. The best part is it is an 82 million parameter model, so it is small and it consumes a lot less VRAM than XTTS. Do you know, the fun part is training our own custom voice model. Kokoro TTS comes with a lot of default voices, but I want something witty. I want something anime styled for AISha. It was so hard, I don't know, and I cannot still figure out. I am still having cracking sounds. I cannot still train a voice model, and I don't know how will I do it. But I will do it. I'm not giving up. Then there is the beast, the memory. Yes, AISha is a humanoid assistant. So she has her own persona, her own goals, her own memory, her own events, past traumas, family, etc. I have to store them. Then I have the conversation, the user related facts, like what is a joke or what is a fact, what is a normal conversation or what is a reminder, what AISha should remember and what it should neglect. That's a big challenge that from the very beginning I am not able to solve, but I will figure out something. And all these memories are stored in vector databases, and this leads to embedding models. And if you will count, in this project I am using an LLM model, an STT model, a TTS model, and an embedding model. 4 models in 6 GB of VRAM. So you know that how pain it is. So at last I would just say that everything in this project is designed to eat my 6 GB VRAM. So yeah, it is not a finished masterpiece yet, but I've got the Unity renderer working so that AISha can express herself in desktop lively, but then I have to connect it to Ollama, I have to manage memory, I have to optimize, and lots more. So come with me to this journey of developing AISha, and trust me, I'm not going to give up.